Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's Dean, or as you know me, Twistie3, and welcome back to the Twistie Test Championship taking place here in South Africa. We've got another group stage game coming up today. This is the first match that is going to be taking place in Group B. It's South Africa and Afghanistan. Of course, the South Africans have won the toss, and they have chosen to bat. So absolutely great news for the South Africans. Looks like a pretty good batting wicket as well. They'll be pretty pleased to get out there today and just bat and bat and bat. But also, it's a bit of an opportunity for the Afghanistan bowlers. Obviously, we know probably batting isn't their strength. So if they can get on top with the ball a little bit earlier and just give themselves a little bit of confidence, that would be the great way for them to start today. It's Ahmadazi to Dean Elgar to begin, and he's got it away straight away for a couple of runs with the first ball of the test match. Now, of course, throughout this match, I'm going to be probably getting some pronunciations wrong from players on both sides. Oh, that's a chance of run out maybe. But I'll be doing my best, everyone, so please bear with me if I don't get everything correct. You know, I'm not fully across the pronunciation of all these players, but I'm doing my best as Aiden Markram picks up a couple of runs here to get himself off the mark with a nice simple 2. As South Africa, they're probably going at a pretty good rate here at the moment. A few extras have been scored, as you can see, only the 10 runs from the players themselves, with a number of decision sort of buys or leg buys coming as well. So that one's edged away to the boundary from Dean Elgar. And we'll get stuck in really to the big stuff here, which is Rashid Khan. He is the prime Afghanistan spinner. We've got a couple in the side with Zahir Khan as well, and this one cut away beautifully by Markram for another 4. As the South Africans are 48 for none, looking to bring up that opening 50 partnership. Oh, and a bit of a shout struck on the pad and given. So Rashid Khan just one over into the attack, and he's got the breakthrough straight away. So absolutely great news for the Afghan side. Rashid Khan getting the breakthrough. Rassie van der Dussen making his way out to the middle with Dean Elgar. So South Africans do lose that first wicket, but the 50 is now up. The boundary from Elgar. Oh, that's close. Inside edge onto pad, doesn't quite find the slip. And a bit of a shout. But Rashid Khan, certainly early, is looking like the most dangerous bowler in the Afghan side. As Elgar gets it ever so close to the boundary, they'll pick up 3, maybe even 4. Gee, the running between the wickets there, bit of a mess, but they ended up running back for 4 anyway. Edged. Oh, what a catch! Absolutely awesome. The Afghanistanis get another wicket. This time it's Shinwari. Look at that, driving beautifully, but in the end it became a thick outside edge and a great take. And about 4th slip. Oh, just stuck the one mid-ad and it's stuck. It was Amadi who took the catch. 88 for 2. South Africa. So it's been a pretty... Oh, run out chance. Oh, it's close. But it's been a pretty good start, I guess, from probably the Afghanistan side here. They would have liked maybe a couple more wickets to this point, but 100 for 2. They've recovered reasonably well. Run rate's dipping down to below 4. And Rashid Khan's looking dangerous. Already has a wicket. Shinwari's got a wicket as well. And it's Faf du Plessis who's the dangerous man out in the middle at the moment. The captain, of course, of the South African side. Oh, there's an edge and taken, and he's gone. So the captain goes. It's Rashid Khan again, this time going around the wicket. Managed to get the outside edge. And a good take by Ramachi. They've caught well today, Afghanistan. From the few opportunities they've had, South Africa 3 for 104. Quinton de Kock. Yeah, to the middle, and that's going to crash into the shin pads of the guy at short leg. Oh, ever so close to the man in slip. Cuts it away for a couple. And ended up picking up 3. As we close in towards the end of the opening session on day 1 here. Probably got a few deliveries to come. There's a big boundary from Van der Dussen. Takes it to 117. 2 balls left in the session. Don, he's not afraid of taking it on. And it's all the way down the ground to the boundary. And that'll be a dot ball to finish off session 1 on the opening day's play here between South Africa and Afghanistan. A pretty even session at the end of it. You'd probably imagine South Africa just a fraction in front, knowing they've still got a little bit of batting to come. 121 for 3. Faf du Plessis, the captain, the key dismissal, I suppose, from a Afghan point of view. And it's Quinton de Kock and Rassie van der Dussen unbeaten at the crease as we resume for the second session. They're 128 now for 3. They're real opportunity to build another partnership, which is something we haven't seen since really the opening stand. If South Africa can put together a 100-run partnership, they probably win themselves, the game, to be honest, just given we know there is a lack of batting depth in that Afghan side. Oh, there's a bottom edge and taken. So another wicket. The bowlers, well, they're providing something at the moment. This time Shinwari's got another one. So he's got 2. Khan's got 2. Temba Bavuma makes his way out to the middle. Oh, there's an opportunity if Shinwari's quick enough. He's not. But he's off the mark straight away. 150 up for the South African Zahir Khan. 10 overs without reward so far. And Rassie van der Dussen strikes him to the boundary and brings up a half century from 80 balls. It's been a very well fought one. Striking at 65, just the 5-4s as I said. But he's spent a couple of hours at the crease. And he's played shots like these when he's needed to. Just his 5th boundary, and there's an edge and taken. So just as we were talking about the efforts of Rassie van der Dussen, we see his batting partner Temba Bavuma dismissed with an edge through to the keeper. Shinwari has 3. And all of a sudden, South Africa, well, maybe they're in a spot of bother. 169 for 5. Lots of pressure coming on here as Andrich Nokki comes to the crease. Hoping I'm saying that one right. Pretty sure I looked that one up. Notki. As Van der Dussen continues the way he's going about things. But now there is a bit of pressure on building a partnership. If South Africa somehow get rolled here for under 250, all of a sudden Afghanistan with a bit of a chance to really apply some pressure. This one driven away again off the back foot. Norkie gets himself some more runs. Long boundaries here at Newlands. Haven't seen too many really go to the rope or really fly all the way there. Plenty of power required on the shots to get it there. I think all eyes, especially this session, will be focused on Rassie van der Dussen as we close in towards the end of the second session of play. It's sort of come pretty quickly, been a really short session comparatively anyway to that opening one in terms of action. The run rate's dipped down a bit. South Africa are continuing to put some runs on the board as the 200's up now for them. And Van der Dussen continuing to find the boundary rope with a bit of flair. 210 for 5. And I think this is now maybe the last over of the session. The middle session of play. South Africa can get their 5 down. They'd be reasonably happy with that. So we see another glorious shot down the ground from Van der Dussen. He really has played those aggressive shots well as the 50 partnership comes up between Notki and Van der Dussen. And that will be the end of that second session. 221 for 5. Obviously, all eyes will be on Rassie van der Dussen to see if he can get himself all the way to 100 by the end of today's play. He's just 26 runs away. Usman Shinwari with ball in hand. Round the wicket to Notki to begin the final session of play. And oh geez, it's 3 runs, as everybody would suggest. It's 4 byes. Oh, that's almost straight to the fielder, it is. So the short ball from Notki just straight away thought, I'm going to take this on It goes through mid-wicket, and in the end, it's straight to the fielder. No real, issues about it. It's a strange sort of a shot. It just chipped it to the man. Anyway, 226 for 6. And it brings Kagiso Rabada out to the middle. But Afghanistan, all of a sudden, they're a sneaky chance here at actually bowling South Africa out today. Well and truly into the bowlers. And that one, an inside edge off the first ball, has Rabada on the back foot early. Rashid Khan back into bowl. Oh, and he gets the edge. It's a fine one. The keeper can't take it. There's a second or third slipper in. If he was finer, they might have been able to get it. Oh, and even Van der Dussen can't find the middle of the bat as they scurry through for a single. Goes over the top. And this one will be 4. He looks good when he plays shots like that, though, doesn't he? We've seen today, if he does want to play defensive, it hasn't quite worked in his favour, but he's managing to find the gap a lot at the moment now. This one pushed through between cover and point. Pick up 2, turn and come back for 3. Oh, and even cut away by Rabada, who's providing some handy runs at the other end. All he's got to do is stick with Rassi, and he'll get himself just a little bit of runs. Oh, this is maybe a run-out chance, and the keeper can't take it cleanly. Gee, that would have been a genuine chance. Oh, big shout. Given. Absolutely given. It was a full toss, so it wasn't turning at all, or at least we won't see the turn. Struck him well and truly on the pad. And it must have been going on to hit because Rabada's walking. LBW Rashid Khan. Not often you see the spinners get a full toss, LBW, but it's happened here. And Van der Dussen's absolutely smashed that through the covers for 4. 270 for 7. The score, Van der Dussen into the 90s. Zahir Khan looking for that wicket. He's got Pretorius even working that one round the corner, almost getting another one. That one chipping in the air. I mean, if the short leg's quick enough, surely you can take that catch. But they're just getting a few bits of pressure at the moment, Afghanistan. And there's the wicket! So it was Zahir Khan. The leggy round the wicket just clips the top of the bails. And Pretorius will have to go. They're 8 down for 278. Can someone stick with Van der Dussen to get him to this 100? It's Hendricks now coming to the middle. But Van der Dussen to 96. And he goes down the ground and brings up his 100 with an absolutely cracking shot. It's been a fantastic innings. 176 balls to get there. 13 boundaries that have come with absolute class. And Van der Dussen delivers for South Africa in a great time of need. As Hendricks has chipped that one in the air, and I don't even think it was taken. So nobody really was paying attention to that. We're 3 balls away from the new ball. The new rock, as they say. Hendricks picks up a couple more as South Africa climb towards the 300 mark. The score, new ball now out. And given to the man. Oh, jeez. It's Rashid Khan, and that would have paid to have a man under the hood. Big inside edge onto the pad. So Rashid a little bit disappointed there. Oh, this is just class here from Van der Dussen. There is actually a man down there who's going to stop this and keep it to 2, but even that shot, he's just playing it beautifully. Edged. Oh, put down. There's the first real missed opportunity that we've seen. Otherwise, they've caught reasonably well today. Afghanistan. Oh, and that beats the outside edge of the blade as well. This time, a massive edge from Hendricks. He's had a few goes at it. Eventually, it finds the outside edge of the bat and runs away to the boundary for 4. So disappointing there for Afghanistan. 3 balls left in the opening day's play. Edged and taken. So Shinwari gets one very late in the day. There's still 2 balls left as South Africa move to 9 for 326. Patterson has to keep a couple balls out. In the first one, he tucks away to the onside. They'll pick up 2. And there's 1 ball left, so Van der Dussen will be at the non-striker's end for the last ball of the day. And he plays it to short cover. They won't get a run. They'll end the day 9 down for 328. It's been a pretty good day of Test cricket, to be honest. Both sides will be really happy, I suppose, with how things have played out. Usman Shinwari, 5 for 82, done a great job with the ball today. So just to recap the opening day of this test between South Africa and Afghanistan, Rassie van der Dussen, the standout for the day, unbeaten on 115, as Shinwari took 5, Rashid Khan took 3, Zahir Khan took a wicket as well, and South Africa are 9 for 328. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you all on day 2 as we continue this test match at Newlands.